Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome to the Perceptual Shift Show. My name is James Quine. This is my brother Robbie.
I am a perceptual shifter as well as being a full-blown life lover.
Life lovers. That's
Love
right.
24/7,
Absolutely.
7 days a week.
That's right. And this show is all about perceptual shifting and learning how to love your life and manifest abundance. It's about the book that I wrote. It's available at Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. You can also, if you don't have enough money,
You can get it on Kindle for just a couple of ruples.
that's right.
Very
And,
good deal. It's like $2.99 or something.
yeah. If you want a signed copy, hit me up on TikTok or Instagram. James M. Quine is my handle. And also Saturdays. Are we still doing that? We're kind of winding it down, but yes.
We have a Zoom meeting for perceptual shifters.
3 p.m. Pacific Standard
Jump on
Time.
in. We read a page. There's some questions. There's some writing. And I invite you to dig deep. It's awesome.
Yeah. The link's in the description of this podcast. If you want the password, hit me up at James M. Quine on TikTok or Instagram. I think we're done with those announcements, right?
Right.
And we haven't been doing this. We've had a little bit of a break from doing
We had
the
a
show.
little hiccup here. Life got very busy.
And our engineer forgot to upload a Podbean episode too.
Right.
So recently. So,
So
he
he
fixed
gets
that.
Well, he gets 40 lashings with a wet noodle for that.
But you know what? I'm going to give him a ding
Give him
anyway,
a ding. He deserves it.
because he's so
Acid.
good.
He is.
On everything else.
Shout out to
and we
Acid.
appreciate you.
Acid rocks.
Yes. Now, before we get into the show, which is going to be a great show because it's about change today, right?
Right.
And change can be awkward, uncomfortable, difficult, and revolutionary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it can be game changing. We have a change right now. We're doing all the cameras together. We're finally getting our crap together around here and learning to evolve a little bit.
And we're, I think, in the episode 40s or 42 or
Yeah.
something like that. And it still takes a while. We haven't even done any marketing or promoting yet in
I
episode
know.
42 because we're still getting our sea legs.
Right. Exactly.
It takes a long time to do this stuff.
It
but
does.
It's awful fun.
It's fun. It's an adventure. It kind of just showed up, and it's like, we're going to do a podcast. I got like a little bit of a deer in the headlights kind of feeling off of it at first.
Yep.
But we're doing our own style here. We're sharing from our hearts, and it's kind of organic.
You got a little knee shaking going on there. You okay?
I kind of caffeinated.
Okay.
pretty hard.
Super caffeinated. Just checking. I just want to make sure you're not having a stroke or something.
Well, also, I enjoyed our little laughter that we had at the beginning.
Yeah, we had
before
some
we started.
laughter.
We were
You know, it's funny on these episodes, when you started out and you go, hey, I'm James, and you make mistakes and then you start laughing. One of the things about being brothers is that once one of us cracks up, it's very hard to stop.
It's so damn contagious. And also, what makes it funnier for me is when we're trying to be serious.
Yes,
it's
we're
like
trying
I
to
can't
be very
do
serious.
it. It's just
we're serious podcasters.
Right.
Okay. But before we jump into the show too much, since it's already been 4 minutes, we got the timer going. Thank you for that. How do we get the show started every time?
we perceptually shift with our songs from the heart. The Perceptual Shifts song.
I'm in love with my cinnamon tea. No, that's not the song, right?
No.
Okay, all right.
We've had a couple of mutations. We also had the Slurp song, too.
Yes, we did. Slurpy, slurpy.
So James's glasses are Don't Rain on My Parade glasses.
Don't rain on my parade. That's right. And I mean it. I love my life so much that if you try to rain on my parade, I'm going to be dancing in the rain.
Well, let's rain some music notes, shall we?
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Shift Show. Get ready for the mind flow. You're going to see the world in a brand new way. Show you how to love life. Eliminate your strife. You'll manifest all that you desire. Yeah, baby! The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Not bad for a
Not
long
bad.
break. And show them your guitar.
12 string, the
Yeah,
Donovan
so we
Summer
got
of Love hippie guitar.
Yep, we got the 12 string up and running.
That's
And that's
right.
kind of an interesting story because
Yeah.
I brought that 12 string over from Malibu. You've had it for how long?
Man, 30 years or something?
Yeah,
a
and
long
it was
ass
pretty
time.
beat up, okay?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, it was tore up from the floor up.
Yeah, it was beyond.
Yeah, but I took a long time, a lot of
Yeah.
love and patience, and cleaned the whole
Oh my God.
guitar and, did the wood and
Yeah.
waxed it and did everything and made it nice. We got new strings.
Yeah.
And then what happened? We took it to...
We took it to Bounty Music, and talking about raining on someone's parade, they said basically throw it in the trash.
Yeah, they said it was trash.
They
Just
s-
leave it outside and let
They
somebody
said
take
it's
it.
it's unrepairable.
And they said
basically.
it because what was wrong with it? They said
He put the thing underneath the bridge, and you could see daylight.
the saddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so
So
he
he
said
said
the
it was-
saddle's
it was
coming up, or
warped,
the
yeah.
bottom bridge area is coming up, and we had actually you strung it, and that
Right.
little piece of what is that bone or whatever
Yeah.
was twisted the wrong way.
Right.
It wasn't set in correctly.
The
and
bridge,
you said,
the bridge part.
yeah, and you said let's just take it in.
Right.
We came back. I unstrung the guitar. I put it in correctly, strung it, and it's staying in tune pretty good.
Pretty
Now,
damn good. Yeah. I mean,
how was it this morning when you tuned it up?
It's a little shifty on the tuning, but I think it still might be stretching out the strings a little bit.
And is that normal for a 12 string? It's like
Yeah.
goes out of tune a lot
Yeah,
easier
they're-
than a 6.
They're kind of high maintenance.
Yeah. So anyway, we got that nice sound today. I
love it.
enjoyed it.
Me
I loved
too.
it. Good job.
It was rich.
Was there a little mess up in the beginning or
Yeah,
something?
You caught me, man.
What happened?
There's double strings, so
Okay.
you got to hit it harder. Otherwise, it like kind of just
Yeah,
takes a
I heard
crap.
something. I was like,
I know.
what just happened
Just-
there?
I just have to use a little more force
I
with
just
the pick.
love it when you make mistakes, though.
Oh
Because
my God.
I
know
it's
you're
normal
never
for
gonna
me
let me get
because,
away
yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you started cracking up, so I knew I was wrong. I was right that something had happened.
It was just a little clunky thing. It wasn't
okay.
horrible.
No, it was great. I thought we did great, considering it's been like a month.
I know.
Since we've done a show. Because we try to stack up these shows, folks, and then,
Right.
that gives us the ability to go on a trip or do something else, which
Yeah.
is something will come up when we talk about change.
Oh, my
'Cause
God.
There's a lot of change going on right now.
What we're reading about today is like front and center
It is.
in my life.
And if you're going through any change in your life or you've been through any change, you'll be able to relate with these pages today
Yes.
because they're awesome.
It's fasten your seatbelts,
Yeah.
baby. It's a juicy one.
So should we jump on it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Today, if you're following along, we are on page, what did we say?
59 and 60.
59 and 60. Okay. We're in the chapter Transforming Through Transitions. This is actually the beginning of the chapter. And
Can I give a shout out to Lou Reed? He has an album called Transformer.
yeah, but no Transformer for, the Transformer shows or the toys, just Lou Reed.
It was before that. It was
Okay.
in 1972.
Okay, cool. He was the
He's a
originator.
pioneer, yeah.
Okay, great. So transforming through transitions, embracing the change. Here we go. A little bit of a story. A young caterpillar lived on a lush green leaf, content with his routine. Eating, crawling, resting in the sun. He'd never ventured far, never needed to. The leaf provided everything he needed. One day, dark clouds gathered. A fierce wind blew in, shaking the tree violently. The caterpillar clung tightly, terrified. The storm tore through branches, and in one final gust, his beloved leaf was ripped away, carrying him through the air and far from home. Sad, right?
A little bit, yeah.
When the wind finally settled, he
He
found
literally got blown away.
He got blown away. That's true. When the wind finally settled, he found himself on a strange, unfamiliar branch. Nothing looked the same. The leaves were tougher, the sun hit differently, and worst of all, he didn't recognize anything. He felt lost, broken, and certain the best part of life was behind him, which can happen with significant change.
Sure.
But with no choice, he adapted. He began to move, to explore. The new leaves nourished him in ways he never expected. Little did he know the storm had not taken something from him. It had carried him into the heart of his becoming, toward a life more expansive and abundant than he ever thought possible. In that time, he felt the call to rest, and he did. When he emerged, he had wings. Whoo!
Wow.
With them, his perspective shifted, I'll say. He rose above the branches and saw, for the first time, the forest, lush, vast, and alive with beauty. What once felt like loss became a gateway to limitless abundance.
Wow.
I love that idea.
Me too.
Life is full of change, some planned, some unexpected. While many of us fear change, it is an inevitable part of the human experience.
That gets a ding.
Thank you. In fact, growth and transformation depend on our ability to adapt to new circumstances. When we cease fighting change, it allows us to unlock hidden opportunities, build resilience, and discover parts of ourselves we never even knew existed. In this chapter, we will explore why change is so challenging, how to reframe it as a positive force, and practical strategies to embrace it. By the end, you will see change not as something to fear or resist, but as an ally on your journey to abundance and fulfillment. And I would even say fulfillment of your dreams.
Right.
Even the ones you haven't even entertained yet. So the question is this. Do you, Robbie, feel that change can sometimes be scary and overwhelming? You got some change coming up.
Oh my
Yeah?
God.
Yes. Is that an affirmative?
Yes.
Okay.
Change on steroids in my life, but also your life has got some caterpillar action going on
It
too.
does too, yes.
And butterfly action.
Yes. Okay, so now that we've established that, can you share with the audience and with me a recent scary change you walked through or are walking through that turned out not to be as bad as you thought it would be, or you don't think it will be as bad, or maybe it really ended up being something good? You got something good for us?
I am.
Something juicy?
Oh my God. I am knee deep in change right now. Actually, it's rising. It's probably up to my heart, right? Yeah.
You think you'll see the world in a new way?
Yes, literally, very much so. That was so ding-worthy, James. Because here's the short story. I went to the DMV. I screwed up. My license had expired, and I kind of walked in. I didn't really expect it to be.
Hold on. Let's connect with the audience.
Thank you. I didn't really expect it to be a big deal, but au contraire, it was a monstrously enormous big deal. It was a tidal wave of shit that happened.
It's just the DMV.
It's the DMV,
it's just a renewal.
Yeah, I went in to take my vision test. Fail. She said, read line 4. I just told the truth. I said it's a blur.
That's
and
not
so
good.
I got an F.
Wow.
And she was none too sweet about it either. She's like, go to the eye doctor. Here's the form. Bye. You know.
Have them like sign it and
Yeah.
get you glasses or whatever you need.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so I went to the eye doctor. Boom. Another F on my report card. She said, you have cataracts.
Whoa.
And
That sounds scary.
it was so gulpy. I felt like a cataract went up in my throat or something.
Had you heard about cataracts?
I've heard of them, but I felt old. I know that sounds kind of,
You are old.
I guess so.
What are you, like 100?
I'm 65. That ain't no jive.
Wow, you already passed the When I'm 64 song.
Yeah. I know.
I guess
but-
I shouldn't talk. October's coming soon.
Excuse you. You are 64, dude.
I still got the song, though.
Yeah.
When I'm 64.
I know. 66 will be kind of cool because it's like, get your kicks on Route 66.
Yeah. I
So
like
that'll
that.
be cool.
That'll be cool.
But 65 is not the coolest. It's,
Maybe I should get you one of those 66 route signs for your house.
thank you.
know?
I think it's time.
Yeah.
I feel very like stick an AARP sticker on my car because I just feel like old geezer-ish.
And the cataract brought that up.
Yeah, the cataract brought that up. So here's the transformation-y part.
Well, let's hear the fear a little bit.
Oh, I'm effing scared. I admit it, man.
About what? What is the source of the fear?
What happened is, in my mind, as soon as they said you have cataracts, I was looking at the Clockwork Orange poster with Alex the Droog with his eyes open and they're sticking the drops and they're torturing him.
Oh, you mean the thing where they force his eyes open?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing in my mind. And I couldn't unsee it. So a lot of this, perceptual shift means perceiving, aka sight. And so that's what I'm walking through now. Last night, I had a rough night's sleeping. I had some hamster wheel stuff going on.
About the surgery.
About the surgery, because it's tomorrow. And they got a slice in my eye. Here's the silver lining, as it were. My brother, James, over here, is helping me to walk through this. And he's saying, look, we can get you not the Ford Pinto lenses. We can get you the effing Ferrari lenses. They're $10,000. Gulp. But they're so awesome. Like, I guess you have...
It's your eyesight, though.
Yeah. And there's times...
If you're gonna make payments or finance anything or, really reach for the moon on anything, why wouldn't you do it on your eyesight?
Excuse me. You're so right. And I'm always talking about self-care and stuff, but when it comes to myself, sometimes I don't do it. Like I'm cheap or something.
If I had to choose between like cheaper fake teeth, if I needed that, or cheaper fake eyes, I would take the cheaper fake teeth and the good eyes.
Yeah, no, that makes so much sense. And then I started to get excited. And then this is the part I'm embarrassed about. And I just want to close with this. I was having a little bit of drama about this whole thing. It's like, can I do LASIK? They said no. Can I do stem cells? They said no. Not for cataracts.
Red light therapy.
Red light therapy. Yeah, exactly. No, I tried that. I tried the red light
Voodoo.
therapy. No, I didn't try that.
Okay.
But it's what's showing up, and I get the opportunity to walk through it and accept it. And then I saw the commercial. You guys have all seen this commercial of the kids with cancer at St. Jude's Hospital. Man, those kids have surgeries all the time. And a little kid is braver than I am. It's like, I got to knock this crap off right now. I just got to man up, show up. I'm going to try to keep a good attitude. I can say some mantras. I can just relax. Let me interrupt you and ask you a question. So you're a life lover, right? I'm a way life lover.
And you don't like hanging out on the pity pot.
Negatory.
But did you get on the pity pot a little bit?
I did, embarrassingly enough, yeah.
And did you get off and then on and then off and then on?
I had one cheek on and one cheek off. Yeah.
So you kept vacillating.
Right. But I am coming around to accepting it. And, one thing that's a bitch is that I can't have coffee. So I got to wake up at like 6:30 tomorrow and go have surgery. And I can't even take a sip of coffee.
And you don't want a coffee a lot at night because you won't sleep.
No, yeah. So anyway, that's my little transformation I'm going through. I want to hear James.
That's a lot of change, though.
Yeah.
And here's another question. When you're going through a big change like this, and it doesn't just happen, like a car crash happens,
right?
Comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's a change. It's upsetting.
Sure.
But this is more like you're going to have some change coming up soon, and it might be uncomfortable, but you're going to have to wait in the hallway for a week or two before this potentially scary change happens.
Right.
That must be uncomfortable. Like that really works. You have to really work a diligent program of life loving and affirmations and meditation, all of the tools that you use, knowing that like this situation is coming,
right?
And you're somewhat powerless over the consequences of it.
Yeah.
And that the fear comes about cutting into your eyes.
Yeah.
And then it can grip you and say like, well, you could be blind or something like that. And it starts, but then the other side of you says, well, they do these things. Well, how many did your surgeon do? Like 20,000 or 25,000 of these surgeries? He does like 3 or 4 a day or something.
He can sort of do it in his sleep almost. It sounds like McDonald's, like it just drives
through. And he's never had a mistake or problem with it, ever. So
I feel I got a great vibe off of him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So I guess I want to relate to the audience about that type of fear.
Yeah.
Which is different than the fear that the stuff that I'm going through with my change.
Right. But it's scary nonetheless. I mean,
it is a little bit. It definitely throws you for a loop.
Sure.
Change can throw you for a loop.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm going to tell you about my situation here in a minute, but before I talk about my situation, I told somebody I liken my situation to winning the lottery and having $100 million.
Right.
Now, who wouldn't want to have $100 million?
Yeah.
You know, like it seems like an incredibly great thing.
It's a lot.
But what you have to consider is that if you won $100 million, you would have a lot of life changes.
Yeah, that's true.
And those life changes mean that many, if not all of the things that were familiar to you in your existing life, you're going to lose those.
Right.
They're going to be different.
Yeah.
Even if they're better, they're going to be different.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
that's a fact.
Those changes, even though on the outside, everybody could say, you want $100 million, what do you have to be upset about? That kind of change can be uncomfortable too.
Sure.
And take a little while to get used to. And that's sort of what I've been going through because, let me go back a little bit. My situation was that, as many of you know, I met the amazing Courtney.
Yeah.
In my life, I didn't know.
Me. Courtney gets a shout.
Thank you, bro. I didn't know that I had another love of my life in store for me to this extent. I've been married twice before and love both of those women. They're both the mothers of my children.
Right.
And after being married for almost 25 years, got divorced about 6 years ago. And met Courtney.
Yeah.
And off of Bumble.
Right.
And we had been dating and hanging out and having a really wonderful time. She lives on a different island than I live on. I was traveling there. She was traveling here.
Right.
She's got a daughter that will be graduating high school in a couple of years and wanted to know, very normal question, like, hey, I don't want to do a long distance relationship forever. Are you open to the idea of coming to my island and spending your life with me? Because I'm really in love with you and I think you're amazing and we get along great and I want to be with the person I love and, spend every night with them. And that was very scary. It was a very scary question for me because I'm now having to make a decision about my future when I have all of these competing likes and comfort issues. I've been in this house for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been on Maui for almost 35 years. I have my son here. I have my brother here. I have my grandson here. I have all my favorite places and the things that I do and my dog. And, it was a lot to consider. And, going through that decision-making process was difficult for us in the relationship. And in the beginning, my answer was, I can't give that to you. And that made her very sad.
Right.
I can't give her the answer at this moment. And
right. Well, it's kind of wonderful. She's being very honest and you're being honest too. And you guys met in the middle and that's part of the reason why we haven't done an episode.
Yes, exactly. Because ultimately what happened, folks, is this. Ultimately, I came around to realizing that if I have another opportunity to, at 64 years old, meet somebody that I love, and I'm attracted to
a quality
physically,
problem.
Emotionally, intellectually, that is on the same trajectory as me, that loves life,
and romantically, let's keep it real.
Romantically, and embraces abundance and is a manifester and has her own morning ritual to connect spiritually, and which is different than mine, but beautiful. And
she loves nature.
She loves nature. She loves Hawaii.
And she's a fox.
And she's a fox, yes. And there's, a lot of lot of chemistry in a lot of different areas.
There
of
is
our life.
a lot of chemistry. I can
Attest to that.
Attest to that. Yeah.
Why don't I take this opportunity?
It's very flirty, which I think is fun and exciting.
What's interesting is, I have 4 kids, and I ran it by my kids, and they all were like, "You should do this, Dad. You should take this opportunity. I mean, this is your time, because I've devoted my time to my kids and marriage and everything, and it's my time to do these things." So
when love comes knocking, open the door.
Yes. So I told her, not only am I interested in moving to your island, when your daughter goes to college, I'm interested in moving to your island right now.
Wow.
And she's like, "Get over here."
Wow.
And I
get over here, baby.
Yeah. And I picked up and I moved over.
Yeah, you did.
And
you were there for 2 weeks this time, or a
yeah,
little more?
I was there for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I still have my home in Maui.
Yeah. We're sitting here right now.
I still have all my stuff here, and
Yeah.
I haven't moved boxes of stuff.
Right.
I mean, here's the weird thing: when you get to my age, you discover that you don't have a lot of things that you really need.
Right.
I have some pants and some shorts and some shirts and some socks and some underwear and some shoes over there, and I've got a toothbrush and I got toothpaste.
You have a Life Lover cup.
And and I've got like my cinnamon tea.
Cinnamon tea.
It's over there.
That's right.
So what else do I really
Guitar?
need?
Do you have a guitar
Yes,
there?
I do.
Oh, you brought an extra guitar? Mm-hmm. That's great.
Play guitar every day.
So you got your Kauai guitar
Yes.
and your Maui
So
guitar.
let me wrap this up, okay? So, because I don't want to bore the audience. So ultimately, I moved over there, and it took about 3 days before I had that moment of fear.
Right.
So much change.
Well,
so
there's
quickly.
a lot of change, yeah.
I'm in somebody else's home.
Sure, energetically.
This is not my home.
You got roosters at 3 a.m.
I got roosters at 3 a.m, but I have no traffic noise, and
That's
I have
true.
no neighbors that are upset around us, and we have some of that over here. Some of those things that happen over here. I have much less responsibility. I have a partner that's doing half of the work around the house.
Right.
And together, life is a lot easier when you have a living partner. You
It's
really
fun,
do.
too, yeah.
And she loves to make me food, and I love to help around the
It's
house.
nice to
and power
snuggle,
wash.
and you guys go on walks and stuff.
We go on walks. We're in nature all the time.
That's great.
It's
in the
beautiful.
cold pool and that.
In the cold plunge and the jacuzzi. And I brought my dog Kona over there, and Kona loves it, and she loves Kona.
Oh, my
and
God.
The 2 dogs get along. Her dog, Gucci, and Kona, they get along great. So, but I still had this moment when I woke up, and I was very uncomfortable and nervous.
I understand.
And she was so understanding and said, I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, the human part of just being scared about change.
Yeah.
I knew it had to happen at some point. You're acting like it's no big deal. It's a big deal.
It's a lot of change.
It is a lot of change. And, I got over that. I actually talked to one of my kids, and they said, just look at it as an adventure.
I agree.
Take it one day at a time.
Totally.
Just enjoy yourself. Don't get out in the future or worry about the past. Just enjoy these moments.
And wisdom from the mouth of babes.
I'm telling you, and it's so peaceful and so serene and so beautiful over there.
You could have robbed yourself of this.
Yes. And
by trying to play it safe or something.
Yeah. So that's a big change.
Yeah.
And
it's
I'm
risky.
not going to lie. I've missed being with you, and I've missed being with the family.
Vice
and
versa. Maui's not the same without you.
And I like doing the Perceptual Shift Show regularly. And, we have a studio over there that we can move everything over there.
That's
and then you
great.
can fly over.
Is it
and do the
bigger than
studio.
this one? A little bigger?
It's about the same. Maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Okay.
So, change is exciting.
Yeah.
But change can be scary.
It's risky, yeah.
And change takes some
It takes you out of your comfort
flexibility.
zone.
Yeah, and we have to adapt.
That's right.
But change also brings incredible opportunities.
Well, yeah, look at the butterfly.
Yeah. And for anybody that's on those dating apps and thinks like, this is horrible, I hate it, I'm going to raise my hand and say I was exactly the same. In fact, the day that I met Courtney, I had already gotten rid of my Hinge app because I was done with that, and I was about to delete my Bumble app, and I noticed that she had swiped on me.
Whoa.
And when I saw her and we began talking, I think our first conversation was almost 2 hours on FaceTime.
Wow.
And you hate the apps until you meet the person that you love.
That's an 11th hour romance.
Exactly. And my friends are super stoked for me. My family is super stoked for me. I'm super stoked. I have no expectations about the future,
Right.
but I'll tell you this.
That's awesome.
I'm loving it one day at a time.
Yeah.
And so this change is a beautiful change in my life. And I do think your
it really
eyes are
is.
going to be a beautiful change, because I think what will happen ultimately is, how long have you been struggling with your vision?
I've been in denial about it for years. I mean, I've had this for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And I was blaming it on teaching surf lessons. I thought I was getting a lot of, which I'm sure I did get some sun damage from that. But, I thought it was just normal to like lose your sight.
But how will it be to see so clearly again?
I'm very caterpillar-esque excited
Yeah.
about it. I mean, people have told me that like golfing is different with when they got their cataracts done, and that you could see lots of colors. And I'm an artist. I love colorful, like psychedelic stuff.
Yeah. And the lenses he's getting, evidently, after they implant these lenses, you go back and they adjust it, 2 or 3 times to get you the perfect vision, close up, at the monitor, far away, and they just tweak it so that it's just perfect for you.
So I won't need glasses. I can just...
Exactly. That's incredibly exciting.
I know. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a, cyborg eye, like the Terminator, like a laser.
Yeah. It'll be very cool. You won't get the Bowie eyes, though.
I wanted those Bowie eyes very
I know.
much, but he said he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He said they do it in Brazil sometimes, but it can go sideways.
So what do you have to tell our audience about change? What if they're going through change that's, let's say, relationship-wise or money-wise or medical-wise or work-wise, or big changes in their life? What suggestion would you give to them?
My suggestion from my own experience is to walk through it. I don't have to walk through it gracefully. I can have my little moments, little pearl clutch or whatever you want to call it. But keep walking, taking baby steps, and being open. Like surrendering the expectations and doing the footwork. And sometimes it really is fantastic. I mean, life is very interesting and unpredictable. Yeah. I mean, you weren't expecting a fall in love on a dating site. You probably just kind of wanted like a light and fluffy kind of snuggly thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Were you expecting to like find your soulmate on there?
No.
I don't think so.
Especially anybody who's been on these dating apps knows how, difficult it is to find that person.
Yeah. Like almost impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, once in a blue moon you hear about something working out, but usually it's just wham, bam, thank you, man.
Yeah. I would tell people about change. Number one, if it's uncomfortable, that's completely normal. Most change is uncomfortable.
Well, especially when it's big.
Yeah.
The
second thing is that we have 2 ways if we're in the hallway and we know change is coming.
Right.
We have 2 ways to sort of peer into the future and think about the future.
Yeah.
We can either think about it and think that it's going to be incredible.
Right.
Or we can think it's going to be terrible.
Right. Catastrophize. Yeah.
And because I'm a big believer in manifestation, I believe that if you think that change will likely be bad, you can manifest it.
Yeah.
You can have a bad experience as a result of change. If you think, on the other hand, that change is going to be, not might be, but is going to be incredible.
Right.
Amazing. Incredible eyesight.
Yeah.
An incredible woman. An incredible man.
Yeah.
A lot of financial abundance. If you think that way, your chances of manifesting that are significantly higher. So ask yourself this question if you're going through change. What would you like the outcome of this change to be?
Right.
And if you actually envision that and start saying it over and over again each day, and every time you feel uncomfortable about change, watch what happens.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing.
That's a cool idea, like to experiment with it. Experiment with attitude adjustment and walking through fears and taking a breath, and it might be wonderful.
And this is what this episode is about, reframing through transitions.
That's right.
Reframe it in the positive.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for our show today. Yeah. We've done good time-wise.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
right? Isn't that exciting?
One of the few times, yeah.
Okay. But today we're going to do 2 shows, so we're kind of back-to-back catching up. So how do we end our shows?
We rock it.
Do we shift first?
Yeah.
We shift again?
Yeah, we're going to shift, and we're going to sing from our
Are we going to do
perceptually shifty little hearts.
Is it going to do our regular outro song? Or are we going to do the Bowie
No.
turn to take this
No
train,
more
to
surprises.
change it? Okay.
I want to...
Because that song is appropriate for today.
It is.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad idea, but I vote for the outro song. Here we go.
Okay. Outro song, here we come.
Now you've heard the Shift Show. Hope you got your mind blown. We'll be back next week with more to say. If you are a seeker, buy the book, dig deeper. Take what you like and now go out and play. Have fun, everybody! The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, you came in a little early on the grind.
Yeah.
And you came off the grind a little early. It
Did
felt
I?
like a tiny bit. But you know what? I think it was good.
It was good enough.
It was good enough. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Once again. Oh, by the way, if you like this episode of the show, please follow us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And you can get the book on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. Get a copy from me at James M. Quine on Instagram or TikTok. And if you don't have the money for the book or you're short on funds,
Kindle version.
but
Gotta have a notebook.
that's right, because there's
Well, you
questions.
don't gotta. That's not correct. I think it's a great idea to take it to the next level of perceptual shifting.
The
to
questions
do
and
the
answers
writing.
are really where you dig and
Yeah.
uncover, discover,
But there's
discard.
something happens with writing where it just stares me in the face. When I write it, it really cuts through.
Absolutely.
Because it's action. It's not just all mental. It's like I'm putting it on paper and...
I'm a big believer in the physicality
Me too.
required for evolutionary growth.
Yeah, and some people don't like the word work, like workbook. It's worth the work, man.
Yeah.
Just try it or
I mean, think about work anyway. You know, when we work, we make money.
Right.
Typically, right?
Thank you, yeah.
So when we work
Some form of
on
wealth.
our evolution, on our emotional evolution,
Right.
what do we get?
Healing.
Yes, healing, healing, happiness, joy.
It doesn't happen on autopilot. I wish it did. I don't want to. I want to keep it real. You know. Like,
I don't think it's
that's
possible.
why we say, buy the book, dig deeper.
Yeah, exactly.
Dig. It is
Dig
like
deeper.
digging. It's
Dig
like
deeper.
a miner for a heart of gold kind of thing.
But then you dig this hole and you fill it up with happiness and joy
Right.
and love, and you have this abundance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one more thing I'd like to say: we talk about life loving a lot.
Yeah.
But life loving doesn't mean that every experience, particularly those changes,
Thank
are
you.
comfortable at first.
Yes.
Right? We're not like, when you heard about your eyes, you weren't like, woo, I love my
was
life.
not. I
Yeah.
was kind of paralyzed.
Yes.
You know, I
But
had
did
to
that mean that you didn't love life?
No, but I had to process it. It was a big change.
Yes. And the question ultimately is this, is now that you've gone through that,
Yeah.
do you love the idea of seeing clearer?
Yes, I do. I'm excited. Even though I'm scared, it can exist in the same space.
Right.
Side by side.
So like I said earlier, if you visualize
Got it. Yeah.
having incredible vision after this surgery,
Right.
you'll manifest it.
Oh my God.
I believe that. Do you believe that?
Yeah, and also they have me by the short hairs at the DMV, so I got to do something.
That's right. So when we say I love my life or we love our lives, we may not love every single second or every
Right.
experience initially,
Yeah.
but ultimately we would like to.
Yeah.
And we love being alive.
Oh, definitely.
And we love this experience of being these spiritual entities inside of these human bodies.
Right.
And we invite you to love life also. If you do,
Yeah.
or whether if you don't, love life with us. Just say it out loud on
Yeah.
the count of three. Okay?
It's our mantra around here.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
I love my life!
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for coming, you guys.
See you next time. Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa.